So it's, let's see, 8:30 on June 1st, 2025. It's not as pretty as it would be if the sun was coming up, but you like this angle. I don't believe it was really you texting me. You don't really sound like that, but I'll go with it for now. I was sad yesterday, the day before, but I mean, at this point, I gave it to God. I said, if it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be. If not, let it pass. I am sad. It's just too much to process all at once. After everything you said, and then that. So you said don't contact you again. So I won't. You immediately blocked me, so I can't. Well, I had this last letter, so if you look for it, you'll probably find it. I could always take it to you and stick it under your windshield or something, and then leave you be, never even contact you, but that'd be a little too easy. So I reckon I'll read it to you instead. Right. Forgive me, I'm pretty tired. Everything doesn't always have to be so solemn and melancholic. You seek solace deep in a gray corner far in the back of your mind. We're the same in that regard. You're precious. I stray towards the hopelessly sentimental side that presents the facade of an admirable young Pollyanna. I display the happiness I see in people I hold high esteem for, in hopes of inspiring the broken souls I couldn't rehabilitate alongside myself. I can't leave them behind. You understand? The world doesn't always reward you for being kind, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be. Starting with depressing ideas and perspectives is not meant to draw pity, dishearten you, or make you grow despondent. It provides a graceful perspective for when fear is absent. Death is an inevitable part of life we're all involuntarily sprinting towards. Some cut the race short. I don't blame them. You understand this also. Death gives life meaning just as loss and grief filter the gray memories to white. Speaking of the end at the beginning, you're allowed to pass first. I will be there watching over you on your last day. I'll feel it coming. It doesn't matter if I haven't seen you in 10 minutes or 30 years. I'll know. I couldn't bear being the first one to go and having to watch you sit back and act like I wasn't yours for several lifetimes ago. Not being able to comfort you and tell you how you were my everything, even in my could have been. I'm in pain seeing you suffer now. I don't want to be the first angel to weep in sorrow. Just promise to wait for me near the gate in the place where fear and doubt hold no authority. I like to think I know a great deal about the motivations and emotions of people in a humble way, but of course I don't truly. I'm still barely beneath the surface. However, several things I do know is the last thing I'll say to you in this life, and the things I'll never say. My last words to you will be uttered as I watch from a distance as they lower you down into the pit of my sorrow. I'll always love you, my sweet Emily. Both a reassurance and an apology, as that's not fair to you, to hold the weight of all my grief in your final resting place. I'll purge it from me for just a day to make sure the soul doesn't retain any bitter spirit surrounding the ground above your mahogany casket. I want all the prettiest flowers to bloom from your lingering presence, nourished by the tears I can't contain. Even now, every scene with you feels like an Edgar Allan Poe excerpt. Lord, help my poor soul. The things I'll never say will be omitted as they hold no truth even in speculation. Intermission, as you have given me. Wipe the tears and smile for a moment. You said mine was the softest touch you've ever felt. My hand is to you as what you are to my soul. My heartstrings have served as a safety net for family, friends, and strangers, stressed by the weight and shame of anxiety. Not you. As you fell through my net, you composed a melody as your touch healed my coarse rope heartstrings. I didn't know you could play the harp. In those moments, I got to see you as a mama for a second, healing the only person to fall through the net. He's been alone for so long. I talked with him recently. He told me as he heard your sweet symphony fill the vastness of his chamber, he thought you were an angel reaching down from his father. He imagined you surrounding him with your glory, as pulling him close to tell him that he's always been enough. I haven't told anyone about this small good moment that I wish for because I'm embarrassed by the tenderness and improbability. I had to let you be that afternoon. I broke my gaze from your perfection after the last grain of sand glided down from my hourglass, informing me our time had ended. Mere seconds were decades, filling my heart, being contorted and ripped from me the longer I reflected on my situation. I knew what that meant. I would never see my Emily again. When others say never, it's normally to defend a position of strength or resolve, but that's not what mine represented. My never was always filled with could have been love. Just like when I say I'll never stop showing you flowers, or the sunset, or little bugs and animals. Bible verses, sad stories, books, and movie scenes. I'll never stop supporting you as your rock, anchor, and shield. I'll never forget you. Now you will never forget. I won't clear your skies on rainy days. That's not what you wanted, and that's not what you need. You need somebody to sit there in the rain with you. We love the rain. I remember all these things for the same reason. If you could cut my heart open, you would find a door that little Cameron has decorated with paper stars and streamers and glitter and string lights. This door holds everything you've ever said to me. He didn't imagine he'd experience you in that proximity. Simply saying thank you could never relay the feeling of gratitude he feels. I'm blessed to be able to show it with every stroke of my brush against the canvas of your spirit. You are so perfect to me. Matthew 13:11 and 13 states, He replied, because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. I will always be thankful for the time I have with you for that reason. While I couldn't ever fully explain my thanks to you with words, God understands me, and if it's His will for my life, He will make it clear to you. Do you think God could give you such a sweet soul and not create someone with a heart to match? When I lived with my Nana and Papa as a boy, I swiftly learned what I didn't want my home to look or feel like. It was always so dark and dissatisfied. Even in the summer when the AC didn't work, it was ice cold watching my Papa scream at my Nana. He was so broken. I wish I could speak with him now and show him he hurt me, but I loved him and forgive him and understand why he was so neurotic. An epitome of grief. A strong, gentle, loving man consumed by rage. I knew life was going to be hard if a man of his stature was unable to stand in the wake of tragedy. I am who I am because of who he couldn't be. My idea of home was the complete opposite, but it was missing key details I wasn't aware of. They say you don't know what you have until it's gone. I prefer to focus on the reciprocal. You never knew what you were missing until it's here. Instead of four walls and a picket fence, my home is pretty blue eyes that look down and laugh and shine as still as if I haven't already admired her soul entirely. I have it saved so I can always return and hear a moment of her peace whenever I worry about her happiness. My home is little feet we made running around laughing, The smell of vanilla in the late afternoon, flowers, old bottles and arts and crafts everywhere, you painting in my shirt in the afternoon after sleeping in too late, early morning getaways to the mountains for cute pictures in a retreat, fishing in the pond right after it rains, cooking you dinner and it being so inexplicably terrible because I can't taste test it, but you giving it a try anyways, and us laughing at how bad it is. Watching movies and eating ice cream until 4 a.m., arguing over which aesthetically pleasing lamp we should put in the living room, or what couch matches the era you adore, or which car seat would be the most comfortable for our sweet girl. Watching me get so tired I fall asleep as soon as I walk in from work and you laying there with me, telling me I'm strong and to keep pushing for our girls when I inevitably get overwhelmed and allow me to do the same for you. Telling me when I'm being mean or inconsiderate or rude, letting me sit with you when you get so upset you can't even speak, balancing our time between listening and solving. Holding my hand at my mama's funeral. Allowing me to love you and allowing yourself to be loved. As Franz Kafka said, I'm surrounded by the feeling of how I want more of you. I can't hold enough of you in my hands. Stay with me entirely. Stay for me as you are. Your eyes seem to be expecting miracles. I would be most honored and willing to perform. I'm tired, can't think, and will only lay my face in your lap. Feel your hand on my head and remain like that through all eternity. You are both at once the quiet and the confusion of my heart. Please consider me a dream. Our kids would talk to you like I do, and you know they're full of love and understanding. I'll go to the doctor and they'll say I have an enlarged heart. I'll agree and say yeah, since March 2025. I'd want to set up little surprises and inside surprises so you can physically feel the love and adoration I have for you. I won't always be this way. I'll grow old and tired. I'll find new ways to love you. I love what your daddy said about being married to your mama. I made a commitment to your mama and I'll keep it. If I ain't here, it's because I'm dead and your mama shot me. The love they have for each other is still there in little pieces. You may fall out of love with me after 6 months, maybe 10 years. What a privilege to be loved by you at all. No love, however brief, is wasted. I try not to because I know you're busy, but I always want to ask you for just 5 more minutes. Just a few seconds longer in your presence. Just hearing you breathe is enough. Knowing you're there with me and I have the chance to satisfy any insecurity or doubt or question you have. The more you cherish someone, the more you treat them how you wish you had been treated. They enter your inner world. They'll adore and love you for the world you've created. You must be kind to yourself so you can be kind to them. I'm still working on it too. It's okay. You're always welcome in mine. I love you, sweet girl. I'll talk to you later. Right after this, I had a Bible verse, but it's not pulling up. It's never goodbye. I'm always here. And if you find this, I'll answer.